evening, friends. Brock had a doctor's appointment this morning, so I had some Western ribs. I call them country ribs. They're just basically a pork rib shoulder they have a few bones in them, but they're mostly boneless. So here they are. I salt peppered these while they were cooking. I cooked them in my handy dandy slow cooker this morning. They're super tender. So I probably should have turned them down a little bit before we left, but I didn't. So they're really tender. I've got them here on a baking sheet, foil lined for easy cleanup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover them with some barbecue sauce because that's how I like them. So I'm going to doctor my barbecue sauce up, as we say. Now, this is something my dad would do often. Do I have to do it? No. Could I pour straight barbecue sauce on it? Sure. But what's the fun in that? I want to show you something different that you may like to try for your ribs or, you know, whatever you want to barbecue. So I've got just some generic barbecue sauce I picked up at the store the other day. So I'm going to add in, let's just go ahead and empty it out. So there's about a cup there. Okay. To that, I'm going to add a couple teaspoons of grape jelly. Well, whatever this is, I should have got something to measure. You know, this is what we call a teaspoon in our cupboards. I'm going to add that. I'm going to mix that up. Get all that jelly broke down. My dad had a secret barbecue sauce. I don't know if my mom knows the recipe. He would make so much, he would put it in a 2-liter bottle, washed out from Diet Coke, because he drank Diet Coke, we drank Diet Coke. He would wash those out and put his barbecue sauce in that. And it was so good because he had a big chicken thing. I don't even know what, like a big chicken spit made, and it was as big as my island, and he put it over coals and he cooked half chickens in there. Oh wee, that was so good. And he would have that Diet bottle full of that delicious barbecue sauce, and he'd squirt it on those chicken quarters. So delicious. I miss my dad so much. He was such a good cook. Diet Coke. Cheers to you, Dad. We'll put that in there. Now I think I'm going to grab a whisk just because the jelly's not. Guess I should have thought of that, shouldn't I? I want to get that jelly all mixed up in there. Doctor in the barbecue sauce. Guess I probably should have done this off camera so you don't have to sit and watch me do this. Now, looks like I've got most of that jelly mixed up there. I'm going to give it a taste. Because, you know, you should always taste your work. It's good. It's sweet. It's tangy. All the things I like in a barbecue sauce and a man. There you go. That was for you, Brock. Okay, we're just going to pour this right on the ribs. I have a peach cobbler in the oven, 350. So what I'll do is when it's done, I will just pop these in its place and just let them get a good scorching, not scorch, you know what I mean. Get that, let that barbecue sauce bake on there. And there you have it. Got a little barbecue sauce left. I'll just put it in a little mason jar in the fridge in case somebody, oh wait, I missed a few friends here. There we go. Look at that, friends. Barbecue country ribs with the doctored barbecue sauce. So with this, we're going to have, now I made a big pot of green beans on Saturday, so we have some leftovers. Mason, bless his heart, he goes, Mom, where'd you get these green beans? I said, they're from a can, son. Mama knows how to doctor them green beans up. So we've got a few of those left. I always have a salad prepared. It's in the fridge, so we'll have green beans, salad, these country ribs, and I'm also going to make a noodles Romanoff. I believe that's the name. I've never made them before, so we're going to do that later, and that's what we're going to have with these ribs. So stay tuned, friends. There's our country ribs with that Dr. barbecue sauce. I wanted to come back and show you these delicious country ribs with that Dr. barbecue sauce. Look at that, friends. This will make a great sandwich tomorrow. I think I'm going to pile everything up on a plate and take some to my mom. She loves these also. Put these in a 350-degree oven, my toaster oven. Cooked them a little slower. And once they started to bubble, I bumped that heat up to 400 so we could get the good sear on that barbecue sauce. That's it. It's going to go with that noodles Romanoff, which is a recipe I'm going to upload later. So I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for hanging out with me as always in Krista's Country Kitchen. Bye, friends.